ESPN proudly presents the $600,000 Chrysler Team Championship. This week, we're at the Palm Beach Polo and Country Club. The scene is South Florida, where the scene seldom changes. White sandy beaches adorned with umbrellas. Only the body count will vary. During spring break, college kids come like the D-Day invasion. For Florida is sun and sand and surf. There is great boating and great saltwater fishing. And on shore, the Palm Beach Polo Equestrian Club is beyond compare. This is not the Schuylkill nor the Charles River, but a lake on country club grounds. And Florida is golf. No fewer than 14 professional tournaments alone this year. Last year at the Chrysler Team Championship, there was great golf, like this shot by Bob Tway. Bob Tway was as hot as the Florida sun. Partner Mike Colbert, together they formed a tough tandem. They're the defending champions. A year ago, they split $100,000. This year, 70 teams come and compete for $600,000 in the Chrysler Team Championship. Today's final round live coverage is being brought to you by Dodge Cars and Trucks. On the street or off the road, it's the new spirit of Dodge. By Prudential Base Securities, rock solid market-wide. By Epix VCR Golf, the golf game that lets you play with the pros.
Once voted one of the 10 best cars in the world by Car and Driver. Called the original and still the best by Motor Trend. And hailed as a breakthrough by the automotive press the world over. It is the front-wheel drive Dodge Caravan. Still unequaled and the #1 selling minivan in the world. The 1989 Caravan, the new spirit of original thinking, only from Dodge.
If you can dream it, you can do it. Today, the Prudential can show you a new world of financial opportunities. Look to the Rock for mutual funds, stocks and bonds. Feel its strength in CDs, insurance and mortgages. With the right choices, the right guidance, the sky's the limit. The Prudential, your rock in financial services.
Now, even if you're a bit of a hacker, you could find yourself on 18 of the world's best courses. You call all the shots and then watch them played by the pros in over 200 tournament highlights. Tee off with VCR Golf from Epix.
I don't consider her so courageous as I do just a normal little girl growing up, bright, she's beautiful, she's very active. Not having two legs hasn't been real difficult for her. The difficult part is probably for the mother and father being able to cope with it, and that's where Afters come in. It's helped us tremendously.
After. For further information, call 305-721-1140.
As the president, I recommend we buy a computer at Computerland.
As chairman, I must consider our frugal fiscal policy.
As comptroller, I'm sure we'll be very fiscal. Save money, too.
Well, let's call Computerland. Where's that, Secretary?
It's your turn.
I know that.
Gary Player, international Grand Slam winner and golfing legend.
Hi, I'm Gary Player. There's no swing that's right for everyone, but there is a swing that's right for you. I'm going to help you find it, and we're going to show you the fastest 5 ways to shave strokes off your game. You can have a championship grip and hit through the ball every time. I'll teach you the secrets of the short game. How to lose your fear of sand traps, how to maximize bad lies, and how to play more aggressive golf. Let me coach you to great golf with my new video.
Call 1-800-468-2100 for your 90 minutes of personal instruction with Gary Player. Thousands of these tapes have sold for $79.95. But for a limited time only, you can have Gary Player on golf for just $29.95. Save $50. Order now. That's 1-800-468-2100.
I used to think that stage fright would be opening on Broadway in Hamlet with no rehearsals. No, that is a piece of cake. Stage fright is getting up at the AT&T on the first tee at Pebble Beach when you address the ball and suddenly 3,500 people stop. And there's total silence that is shattering. I would rather open in Hamlet with no rehearsals.
December, a month-long gift of sports from ESPN. Here are just a few. All this and more in December, only on ESPN.
With an 8-foot bed, South Dakota is all work. With a 3.9-liter V6, North Dakota is all play. The unique mid-size Dodge Dakota. 2 pickups for the price of 1.
The new spirit of Dodge. Talk the spirit of Dodge.
From now on, this is what dry is. Dry is a beer that starts bold from the first taste, finishes clean with no aftertaste, and refreshes completely. Dry is a beer called Michelob Dry. One taste, and you'll drink it dry.
Introducing a brand new tip that can add an average of 4 full yards to your drive. Start with a relaxed grip. Bring the club back slowly, keeping your left arm straight. Keep your head still. Bring the club to a horizontal position. And as you swing the club to the ball, stop! And make sure you're hitting the new Top Flight XL2, the new ball that outdistances the competition. Top Flight, the longest balls.
French Shriner.
Biotech 2000, the first dress shoes with biomechanical technology. The same technology that makes athletic shoes so comfortable.
French Shriner.
The first to lab test classically styled dress shoes.
French Shriner.
The first and only name in dress shoe comfort. Classic styling, biomechanical technology. For the retailer nearest you, call 1-800-SHRINER.
Children born without limbs, those that have lost a limb through accident or disease, is a very traumatic experience. The reason I started after in 1979 was because there was nowhere for the parents or the children to turn that would give them the emotional support that is necessary.
After. For further information, call 305-721-1140.
Almaden wine. Every glass is sheer pleasure, pure enjoyment. And that's all a great wine was ever meant to be. Almaden, for the sheer pleasure of it.
It will be the most ambitious project in NASA history. It will launch colonies to Mars and man into the 21st century. Yet the NASA space station will not be directed from Houston or Cape Canaveral, but instead from Reston, Virginia. Call us and we'll tell you why. But beware of the time difference. For although it's 1988 where you are, in Virginia, it's 2001.
It's the only event in the world that brings all 4 major tours together in team competition. The Kirin Cup World Championship of Golf. Beginning Thursday afternoon at 4 Eastern, live on ESPN.
We just got a new car. We did, too. We've got a lot of room in our back seat. Us, too. Stereo? Yeah, ours, too, and a lot of other things. Well, ours costs a lot of money. Wow.
Ready, Stevie?
Can Jimmy come?
Sure.
Our car didn't cost a lot of money, but you can still have a ride.
6-passenger comfort at a price you can brag about. Dynasty, the new spirit of Dodge.
We go above and beyond just like you, above and beyond what we have to do.
I'm a Prudential representative. When I talk to people about CDs and mutual funds, they're surprised at the wide range of investment opportunities I can offer.
You work hard, so do we, to make what you've worked for a reality. The Rock, the Prudential, above and beyond.
How can anyone offer me a computer solution without seeing my business first? That's why we're talking to MicroAge. Instead of trying to sell me something off the shelf, they're coming here to look at my computer needs firsthand.
MicroAge, as close as the telephone.
The sun, the breeze, the memories, a place where dreams come true. The family times, the friends you find, the moments shared by two. The fun parades and escapades, a life so full when day is done. The things that touch, they mean so much. You're home at Wellington.
You know, when I was a freshman, I used to watch Scholastic Sport. I see a good friend of mine, Kenny, he used to be on here all the time, you know, the Marcus, Celebrity, and JR. I said, I'm going to be on there one day.
Jim's wish comes true, Tuesday on Scholastic Sports America.
I was putting in a lot of late hours at the office. The pressure was really getting to me. My doctor told me if I didn't get some exercise, I'd be a prime candidate for a heart attack. That's why I got on track.
Nordic Track.
Nordic Track was just what I needed to work off some stress.
Nordic Track duplicates cross-country skiing, the world's best no-impact aerobic exercise. And unlike sit-down exercisers like bikes and rowing machines, Nordic Track provides a total body workout. It tones, develops, and conditions all the major muscles of your upper and lower body. And Nordic Track's patented flywheel design creates a smooth rhythmic motion no other ski machine can match. An independent research study shows that users prefer Nordic Track more than 6-to-1 over exercise bikes and rowing machines.
Life is better when you're on track.
So get on track with Nordic Track.
For complete details on Nordic Track, just call 1-800-638-1800. That's 1-800-638-1800.
That's the one thing that a guard does not want to do. When a quarterback's set short, you have to protect your inside shoulder.
Mike Patrick and Joe Theismann, ESPN's All-Pro team, bring you NFL excitement when the Broncos and Seahawks battle for the division title on NFL Sunday Night Football, live on ESPN.
With Mr. Clark Vituli now, the General Marketing Manager for the Chrysler Corporation here at the season-ending Chrysler Team Championship. Nice way, of course, to end the season for the golfers. But for the Chrysler Corporation, the marketing and advertising program based on model year. So you're just really starting your brand new year. What's ahead?
We are, Jim. We're starting our 1989 model year, of course, and we have our new model New Yorkers and LeBarons coming out. But we also have some major golf tournaments in store for us, too. Of course, we're here at the Team Invitational in Florida, and we move on to California and do the Bob Hope Chrysler Classic in January, followed up by the Senior Skins game. And then in March, we do the Vintage Chrysler Tournament, also in Palm Springs, and then come back to Florida for the Chrysler Cup in April.
Very successful, the Chrysler program, and a very heavy involvement with golf. How come?
Well, the demographics of golf seem to match the demographics of where we're going with Chrysler Corporation. It's very, very upscale. The people that are involved in golf, the people that play golf, the folks that come out and watch a great tournament like this here at the Palm Beach Polo Club, as well as the people that watch and the viewers are really Chrysler kind of people. They're very upscale. They're the kind of people that we want to be driving our cars.
Everybody wants to know how that Chrysler LeBaron got out in the middle of the lake out at 16. Did you drive it out there?
No, unfortunately. We did not drive it out there. We do different things at different times. Sometimes we've used helicopters and skin divers, and we used a crane this time, but it's a little bit difficult getting it out there. But that's one of our hallmarks in trade, if you will, is the car on the water, and it's proven quite good for us.
Well, we haven't had a car in one yet. Great to see you. Have a great happy holiday season.
Thank you, Jim.
All right,
Excellent.
we'll see you at the
You
Skins
too.
game, the Senior
Great.
Skins game.
You bet. Looking forward to it.
There it is, the LeBaron GTC convertible, the industry's leading convertible since Lee Iacocca reintroduced the convertible to popularity back in 1982. Johnny Miller won one with his 14th hole-in-one yesterday, a 2-iron on this hole. He has to give it to his daughter Kelly, who will turn 16 on the 26th of December. My daughter Jennifer turns 16 in the middle of March. I could stand here from now until March and not get a hole-in-one.
Introducing the next Eagle, Eagle Summit, a small front-wheel drive car that feels big, thanks to a surprisingly supple suspension and amazing interior room. But when you add Summit's optional 16-valve dual overhead cam engine, it gets small again.
Introductory offer. Get $500 factory cash back on any 1989 Summit.
What dry was. What dry is. Introducing new Michelob Dry Beer. It's brewed longer to start bold, finish clean, and refresh completely. New Michelob Dry. One taste, and you'll drink it dry.
I don't consider her so courageous as I do just a normal little girl growing up, bright, she's beautiful, she's very active. Not having two legs hasn't been real difficult for her. The difficult part is probably for the mother and father being able to cope with it, and that's where Afters come in. It's helped us tremendously.
After. For further information, call 305-721-1140.
What's in a name? The Kemper name means the security of solid insurance protection for your life, home, business, and auto, even reinsurance protection. But Kemper's more than insurance. It's Kemper financial products, like mutual funds, annuities, and money market funds, working to bring you better tomorrows, insurance and investments. Ask for them by name. Kemper.
Well, Fred, our little company's moving up.
Well, Max, on our way, let's stop at Computerland. We need another computer.
Computerland was easy on the old budget.
Even taught you to use it, Max.
Now, even if you're a bit of a hacker, you could find yourself on 18 of the world's best courses. You call all the shots and then watch them played by the pros in over 200 tournament highlights. Tee off with BCR Golf from Epix.
The power. The control. The precision. The new Tour Edition. The first golf ball without a handicap.
Children born without limbs, those that have lost a limb through accident or disease, is a very traumatic experience. The reason I started after in 1979 was because there was nowhere for the parents or the children to turn that would give them the emotional support that is necessary.
After. For further information, call 305-721-1140.
It's the only event in the world that brings all 4 major tours together in team competition. The Kirin Cup World Championship of Golf, beginning Thursday afternoon at 4 Eastern, live on ESPN.
I hear General Motors is not happy. More and more, their owners find only one luxury car gives them everything. Chrysler New Yorker. V6, anti-lock brakes, the most advanced transmission, Ultra Drive, and Crystal Key. Better owner care than any GM sedan, even Rolls or Mercedes. What did Chrysler do to make GM unhappy? Everything.
From now on, this is what dry is. Dry is a beer that starts bold from the first taste, finishes clean with no aftertaste and refreshes completely. Dry is a beer called Michelob Dry. One taste, and you'll drink it dry.
A special report, a one-on-one discussion with a PaineWebber investment executive.
If you've been shying away from investing lately, there's a good reason for you to start thinking about it. Your retirement, your future. Isn't that right, Jean?
Absolutely. The facts show that you'll require anywhere from 75 to 80% of your pre-retirement income to retire comfortably. And Social Security benefits and pension benefits are only going to pay for about half of that. So you'll have to provide for the rest.
Are you ever too young to think about a retirement fund?
I don't believe so. I think you're never too young, and you're certainly never too old. At PaineWebber, we can help the 30-year-old with 30 years to retirement, or the 62-year-old who has just 1 month or 1 week to retirement.
How do I get started?
What we would do is offer you a free service, which is a comprehensive and personalized evaluation of your particular financial situation, where you are today, where you'd like to be in the future at retirement, and what steps you should take to get there.
For PaineWebber's free retirement planning booklet, call 800-950-5050. That's 950-5050.
Now, Golf Digest, the game's #1 magazine, brings you a new video cassette that finally ends the search for the perfect swing. So here's Golf Digest School's Director of Instruction, Jim Flick, to show how you can develop a swing for a lifetime.
In our new video cassette, Bob Toski and I help you capture that elusive heartbeat of the golf swing. We'll show you how the hands, wrist, and forearms create speed and square that club face for solid contact. We'll improve the free swinging of your upper arms so that you can turn those shoulders smoothly for a fluid, full swing motion. Then we'll tie it all together with the pivot of your hips and your torso supported by the feet and legs. But that's not all. We give you 5 exclusive drills, test-proven at Golf Digest schools.
To order, call 1-800-572-2400 or mail check or money order for $29.95 plus postage and handling to Golf Swing, P.O. Box 68618, Department A, Indianapolis, Indiana 46268. Visa, MasterCard, and American Express.
Our athletes could learn from golf that would help them in football is patience. And that nothing's as good as it seems and nothing's as bad as it seems. The one thing that's really impressed me about being around the pros at the Pro-Am is the relationship they have with one another and the way they help one another, and yet they go out and compete with one another. I think that the best advice I give about golf is, hey, work at it, but golf's to enjoy, not to master.
ESPN travels the world to bring you the thrills and excitement of World Cup skiing. From the Alps to the Rockies and beyond, World Cup skiing. Skiing like you've never experienced before. The grace, the speed, the danger. There'll be plenty of speed and excitement this Sunday when the men attack the giant slalom course on ESPN's World Cup skiing. Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern, only on ESPN.
Beauty has its price. The cars on the left and right cost over $50,000. The car in the middle costs under $15,000. This is Chrysler LeBaron Turbo. And at that price, it may well be the most beautiful car in the world. LeBaron, beauty with a passion for driving.
Now, even if you're a bit of a hacker, you could find yourself on 18 of the world's best courses. You call all the shots and then watch them played by the pros in over 200 tournament highlights. Tee off with BCR Golf from Epix.
As the president, I recommend we buy a computer at Computerland. As chairman, I must consider our frugal fiscal policy. As comptroller, I'm sure we'll be very fiscal, save money too. Well, let's call Computerland. Where's that, secretary? It's your turn. I know that.
The sun, the breeze, the memories, a place where dreams come true. The family times, the friends you find, the moments shared by two. The fun parades and escapades, a life so full when day is done. The things that touch, they mean so much. You're home at Wellington.
You want to move 1 scout leader, 6 tenderfoot scouts, and over a ton of trailer. Introducing the new Plymouth Voyager. With plenty of room, power, and the highest customer satisfaction of American minivans, backed by 770 protection, the front-wheel drive Plymouth Voyager proves yet again the 9 most important words Plymouth knows. Satisfy the customer. Satisfy the customer. Satisfy the customer.
Now, Plymouth Voyager has been named Motor Trend's top minivan. Again.
Gary Player, international Grand Slam winner and golfing legend.
Hi, I'm Gary Player. There's no swing that's right for everyone, but there is a swing that's right for you. I'm going to help you find it, and we're going to show you the fastest 5 ways to shave strokes off your game. You can have a championship grip and hit through the ball every time. I'll teach you the secrets of the short game. How to lose your fear of sand traps, how to maximize bad lies, and how to play more aggressive golf. Let me coach you to great golf with my new video.
Call 1-800-468-2100 for your 90 minutes of personal instruction with Gary Player. Thousands of these tapes have sold for $79.95. But for a limited time only, you can have Gary Player on golf for just $29.95. Save $50. Order now. That's 1-800-468-2100.
Happens every time. A GM owner, a little unhappy. He was surprised that bumper-to-bumper plus owner care meant plus $100 deductible after the first year every time he brings his car in for repairs. Chrysler's Crystal Key gives you the best owner care of any luxury sedan for 5 years or 50,000 miles with no deductible.
Chrysler's New Yorker. It gives you everything except $100 deductibles.
What dry was. What dry is. Introducing new Michelob Dry Beer. It's brewed longer to start bold, finish clean, and refresh completely. New Michelob Dry. One taste, and you'll drink it dry. I was. What dry is. Introducing new Michelob Dry Beer. It's brewed longer to start bold, finish clean, and refresh completely. New Michelob Dry. One taste, and you'll drink it dry.
Behind every single flight one of these makes stand the 60,000 professionals of United Airlines, rededicated to giving you the service you deserve. Come fly the friendly skies.
We would like to invite those watching the Chrysler Team Championship in Boca Raton, Florida, to join us in Las Vegas, Nevada, immediately following to the National Finals Rodeo here on ESPN.
Hey, Eddie, the cars of the 50s, remember? Yeah, and how we used to dream of owning one.
They're back. The Franklin Mint brings back the cars of the 50s. The 57 Corvette, 56 Thunderbird, 59 Cadillac Eldorado, 12 imported, authentically detailed dream machines.
Norm, this is a dream come true.
As many as 50 handcrafted components. Hoods and doors that open, tail fins, bucket seats, detailed engines, painted in original colors. To order, use your credit card and call 1-800-453-3301. Get one model every other month for only $55, payable in 2 monthly payments of $27.50 each. You'll also receive this handsome custom-designed wall display and owner's manual featuring specs of each car and reprints of the original ads.
Eddie, remember wishing we owned one of them beauties?
Yeah, and now we can own them all! Order now. Call 1-800-453-3301 and get the classic cars you always dreamed of owning.
I love it, Norm. I love it.
You think you've got problems? Take a look at this place. We've got every kind of computer and every kind of disk. I mean, we're lucky to find information, let alone use it. And every computer place I talk to says they've got the solution. Well, how can anyone who's never even seen this mess offer me a solution? That's why we're talking to Microage. Instead of trying to sell me something off the shelf, they're coming here to look at my computer needs firsthand.
Microage, with more than 200 locations, as close as the telephone.
And today's final round live coverage of the $600,000 Chrysler Team Championship is being brought to you by Chrysler. Chrysler believes a luxury car should be a great driving car. At Chrysler, we're driving to be the best. By the financial professionals at Payne Weber. And by new Michelob Dry. One taste and you'll drink it dry.
Once you hear it, you gotta get near it. There's a whole lot of nothing going on. You want a snack? You gotta get that pack. There's a whole lot of nothing going on.
Incredibly delicious and so full of energy, Planters nuts are one irresistible snack.
Once you hear it, you gotta get near it. There's a whole lot of nothing going on.
You think you've got problems? Take a look at this place. We've got every kind of computer and every kind of disk. I mean, we're lucky to find information, let alone use it. And every computer place I talk to says they've got the solution. Well, how can anyone who's never even seen this mess offer me a solution? That's why we're talking to Microage. Instead of trying to sell me something off the shelf, they're coming here to look at my computer needs firsthand.
Microage, with more than 200 locations, as close as the telephone.
From now on, this is what dry is. Dry is a beer that starts bold from the first taste, finishes clean with no aftertaste, and refreshes completely. Dry is a beer called Michelob Dry. One taste,